Okay, testing. How's my microphone picking up? How is my microphone picking up? Everything sounding good? How have you been, Augustleet? It's been like 2 something months since I've last streamed. And only recently have I started to upload again on both of my channels. Whew. You still here? Can I be heard? Can you hear me? And the stream hear me? Hello. I'll make sure my microphone audio is good before I come up on camera. My mic is not being picked up. Are you sure? Oh, okay. Was your was your volume turned off? But anyways, oh, your audio bugged out. Okay. But anyways, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. And what is up? I am back after 2+ months. How's it going? How's it going? My webcam's still good. Yes. We can go play some Astro Bot and hang out some. Might be able to watch a video or two after catching up with Astro Bot. And yes, this is a new room. This is the surprise that that I didn't talk about before. Um, my family and I moved, but we're still living in the same metro area and not too far away from where I used to live now. But yeah, still moved to a new place. One more time, not that it's not that far away. It's still not too far away from where I previously lived. So so yeah, rest in peace to the old room, the old setup. But I recreated it as much as I could in this room. But I have some changes here, and I still have, I still have a lot of unpacking to do. So much stuff going into another home. I don't have my other shelves anymore. I only have this one right now, and I'm not even able to put all my Funko Pops and other collectibles that I was able to. So still work to do all throughout the new home. Yeah, and I barely have any decorations right now. You could still see my the two of my other posters. What you're not able to see right now is my Power Rangers it's not poster, but it's a Power Rangers, like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers picture signed by Jason David Frank when I when I met him for a short time in a meet and greet, still local to me. The displays, I haven't hung them up yet, but I don't think they're gonna be above my desk like they were in my old setup. But I haven't hung them up yet. Your display fell off after 3 to 4 years. My display posters have never fallen off. Maybe it's your maybe it's the wall, maybe it's the materials of your wall in your room. I don't know what the wall's made of, but maybe that's it, or just need to provide provide more pressure when you're really pushing in the displays. Temperature maybe. Oh, okay. Uh oh, great. But with that being said, let's go hang out and catch up with Astrobot. I was able to record like two or three record myself playing 2 or 3 of the previous Astrobot DLC releases from February. But other than that, there's some more that I still haven't caught up to, and I've been waiting until this moment. So let's get to that in just a moment. Let me just look up. Let me just look up what the what how many of the previous Astrobot DLC levels that I've recorded myself playing. Oh yeah, I'm looking at my screen right now. I did record myself playing the Cockadoodle Doom level, DLC level, and the Thruster Bust before that. Oh, and the Astro's Playroom new update on the 20th. Yeah, the 20th. Wait, why do I have? Or did I record two levels or something? Or hmm. So at least Thruster Bust and Cockadoodle Doom, I recorded myself playing. Cockadoodle Doom, Thruster Bust. Hmm. Hmm. Well, okay, let's see. With that being said, let's go see now what other levels I have been missing out on. Okay. I accidentally saw that there is an Assassin's Creed bot, a VIP bot, but I don't know which level. been good to catch up with Astro Bot the past few days. Yeah, there is a. I accidentally saw that there is an Assassin's Creed bot, but I don't know which level it is. So we go through. I think it's this one. Oh, so I did play through 3 of them in the Vicious Void, so there are 2 levels that I have left to catch up on. So I did play TikTok Shock and Cockadoodle Doom. Thruster Bust. And Cockadoodle Doom. Let's see. Okay, how about that? I lowered the gameplay audio just a little bit. How about that? I just decreased the game audio just a little bit. I decreased the gameplay audio just a little bit. Okay, so let's go with Hard to Bear. Armored Hardcore. Oh boy. I remember one of these gameplays took me 30 plus minutes to complete. Be rusty at these levels, but let's go. Ooh, you get this guy. I don't think this is necessarily speedrun though. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was a close one. Oh, this level. I mean, this music. I haven't heard this before. Ooh. Oh, not able to knock him. Ooh. Ooh. How do I get up there? Okay. Oh, okay, okay. Unless this is a speedrun level, have I? Is this speedrun level? I don't remember. Or is I just go through this without. Ooh. Aha. Ooh, that's a close one. What? Oh my goodness. Try to figure this out. Oops. Okay, alright, I see something. Aha! Ah! Who do we got? Who do we got now? Barely rescue. Who do we have? Rebellious Knight. Takes no half measures against half-breeds. Looks kind of familiar. Who is he? The Order? Oh, the Order 1886. Is it? The guy from Order 1886? Something about his outfit makes him look familiar. I remember hearing about that game, the Order 1886. Minute and 58 seconds. Oh, so there is a time. I guess you could go faster and faster, but yeah. But at least you don't have to go through as fast as. At least you're not necessarily encouraged to go faster and faster. Like if you have to speed a certain time in order to unlock both of the bots. Let's see. I bet. So I guess the last level is the Assassin's Creed guy. Altair or the other person. Altair or who is that other Assassin's Creed guy? So where is he now? Where does he reside on the crash site? Where is he on the crash site? Where are you, guy? Order 1886 guy. No, not you. I don't think. No. The 326 bots. Going to be 327 after this, and don't know this time if teamasobi will be releasing any more Astro Bot DLC levels. Maybe they will, but we don't know that yet. Anyways, how about this? I'll find this way. Where is the there they are. I need to go back to the gotcha machine. Oh, this guy with the energy zapper. He needs no induction. Also trying to make sure that that my microphone doesn't look like it's covering my mouth, like it was in some other of my live streams. Okay, let's go to the last box. Oh wait, before I go back to that one. to keep it in symmetry with, just to keep in symmetry with the Winter Wanderer DLC level, there should be another another level that's on the left side of the map, like straight from on the opposite corner from the DLC level, somewhere in between the chameleon and the bird galaxies. Like maybe somewhere around here, or a little bit farther out there. Yeah, like somewhere. Oh, I can't move beyond that. But yeah, but somewhere where I am right now, there should be another galaxy here. I mean, if you remove the Winter Wanderer DLC level, then all the galaxies are in relative balance, in relative symmetry. But with the Winter Wanderer DLC level, keep the symmetry by adding another one in the opposite place, another galaxy there, or planet, or who knows, somewhere in between Feather Cluster and Camo Cosmos. Armored Hardcore. Imagine if it was an Armored Core VIP bot. Oh, this. Oh, oops. I hit it too fast. Oh, nope. Whoops. By the way, the levels theme for the other one, the Hard to Bear, kind of sounds like a slight remix of the same level theme as oh. Wait, I'm gonna finish that thought later. Oh no! Oh, okay. Here, I still gotta finish that thought later. Hold on. Oh no! I should have just stayed in ball form. Oh yeah? Shoots. Oh, nope. I'm thinking straight. What? Hey! Oh. I don't want this to take 30-something minutes. Come on, man. Oh. I'm distracted. Aha, not that time. Oh, okay. Whoa, what? Oh, shoot. I didn't jump over him. Oh, okay, I was able to knock him out like that. Oh, no! Shoot. Nope. The jaws. Hold on. Let me start over. Okay, got that one. What? That didn't work either? Oh no, what? Oh, I couldn't jump. I couldn't boost. Oh, there was a gap. I didn't see that either. Oh. I thought I don't have to get the jump button through all of these necessarily. I still do. No! Oh, this. No, way too close. In the middle. Oh, no. I'm not thinking there. No, don't transform. Don't fall out. I mean, don't Don't on roll. On roll. Okay, on roll here. Get that one. Stay in the ball and boom. What? Okay, try to kick in the middle, you say. All right, finally. Oh, 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 oh. No, 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 no. Oh, close one. Oh, wait, no, I didn't get there. Yes! Oh, not yet. There we go. And there's the Assassin's Creed bot. Altair or who? Ezio or Altair? Renaissance man, never afraid to take a leap of faith. Ezio, huh? So there he is. I saw him on Twitter. I just didn't know which level he was in. A minute and 10 seconds? Really? In one particular go? Oh wait, no, I didn't mean restart. You see the last bot? There's still more to go. To me, it would be an odd place to leave all the bots at 327. But let's see. Oh wait, wrong place. Yeah, it's been out for 8 months. This game's been out for... Oh, wait, still the wrong... Still the wrong... Okay, crash site. Here we go. See where you go. Where do you go, my man? Oh, by the way, I don't know if you saw it yet. Over on Smash Jump, he's pushing the Fall Guy. I don't know if you saw it recently, but oh, he's in his own corner here. Don't be like Spyro, please. Don't be like Spyro and be all alone at your own corner, even with others surrounding you. In neighboring corners. Don't be like Spyro, so have some more people in here. But yeah, I don't know if you've seen it yet, but on Smash Jump, a recent upload besides the newest Smash Jump podcast episode that I'm still going through, by the way, another game fights. But one of the recent Smash Jump video uploads is on 5 franchises that shouldn't return. And Assassin's Creed is in one of them. Is one of the I think it's the first entry. So go check that video out on Smash Jump if you haven't yet. Yeah, I heard Assassin's Creed Shadows really isn't that bad. Haystack. I'm not even an Assassin's Creed fan, but I know some. I'm a bit familiar with some of this stuff. not funny and nice. Haystack, a comfy hideout following a great fall. At least you're not Humpty Dumpty. We got all the bots now. By the way, where is the Order 1886 Lord, or whoever he is? We'll look him up in just a moment. Where is he? Is he off in his own area? Find the Order. The First Order! The Order 1886. Somebody do that for a video. Oh, hey. Oh, here he is. Oh. Oh, snap. Normally. Oh, hey. Hey, what's up, Pup Pal? And Pup Pal Plus? Or Pup something? And it has been done. Oh, he ran there faster than the Flash. And he's next to a dog. Oh no, he's... Oh, they're just following me. What happens if I do that? That's a good question. Wait, oops. Oh, nothing happens. Unless there's like a hidden trophy or something. Order 1886 guy, come show your... Oh, there you are. Oh, is he the guy, like if you remember Astro's Playroom? One of the bots was imitating this guy. Was he imitating him? Aha! Dodge 3 closeouts. I mean, like there was a bot imitating these moves in Astro's Playroom. Not like a bot to rescue, but a bot that was doing those moves. He's across from the guy, the Guardian, whoever from Destiny 2 or Destiny 1. That has been Astro Bot so far. And let's check. What's the name of the guy from Order 1886? Sir Galad? Is he him or somebody else? Grayson, Sebastian Mallory, who knows? Let's see. Galahad. Sir Galahad, aka Grayson. You order 1886 forgotten Sony PS4 hero. He's like, I remember hearing about the Order 1886. When was that released? 2000. Oh, 2015. This game turned 10 years old. A little, almost 3 months ago. I mean, that's all the bots for now. I don't know if again, we don't know if Team Asobi will release even more content later this year, but hopefully. I would be. You know what? I imagined this before. I would be my I how do I say this? I've imagined this before. My mind would be blown, and my mouth would be left agape, if that's the right word. If if Team Asobi and Sony were to go over to EA and ask them, "Hey, remember back in 2003 when you published Bionicle the game?" My mind would be blown if they added like Takanuva from Bionicle the game's cover into Astro Bot. My mind would be blown if something like that were to happen. I can in my mind, in my mind's eye, I can almost imagine a VIP bot of Takanuva, like a bot dressed up as Takanuva. I wonder what his creative description would be. No, not related to Sony. No, but yeah, there was this weird time, 2003, when EA published Bionicle the game. But I believe the main developers for the console and PC versions were Argonaut, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look that up just to be sure. Yeah, Argonaut Games. I think the developers from the Game Boy Advance ports. Oh, THQ and Feral Interactive for the OS X version, Mac OS X, OS letter X. THQ for the GBA. Mobius Entertainment for the Game Boy Advance port. Oh yeah, hopefully the fan-made Bionicle game is going to come out soon, or at least a demo. Anyways, let's go to the next. What? You know what though? I didn't mention that I'm not even using my regular two lights that I have mounted in the back of my desk. I'm not using those lights right now, but I do have two lights in my room actually. This is one of them. There's a second one that has a fan too. Let me go turn that one on. Let's see how that looks. There's two lights. This is how I look. My face itself may not be as bright, but the background is. Yeah, you notice that there's a remote over here to control the lights and the fan and the other light. I was able to get a I was able to get a trial of YouTube Premium again, which may or may not have costed just a single US dollar. But anyways, there's one video I'd like to watch together, and it's gonna be a long one. We may not be able to get through the whole video though. But let's see. And this time, because I'm using YouTube Premium, trial, by the way. Again, I'm not paying for YouTube Premium, but it's a trial. I won't have any ads that are that will interrupt. Now, if YouTube can just give us like a 5-second heads up whenever there is a mid-roll ad, so I don't have to play any possible local ads, local business ads, if you know what I mean. Oh, and by the way, did you see? I haven't watched this video in a while, but Savage First uploaded a new video yesterday, and I was watching this video last night. Oh my goodness, that the Nickelodeon something
official launch. You guys remember the Wii? Now they don't even show it on the news anymore. It used to be. How you doing? Come on and sit on down because today we're talking about game consoles. When big video game companies announce their brand new gaming consoles, it's always big news. It becomes the talk of the internet, talk of the town, and often that leads to greater and greater anticipation for the official launch. You guys remember the Wii? Now they don't even show it on the news anymore. It used to be a big thing where people were like, they're waiting in line to get a what? A PS2? What? What is that? Now they're just like, yeah, of course.
Yeah, and you know what? That was funny because looking at the Ackman's watching the Ackman's video of his of the midnight releases that used to be so popular in the gaming industry. There was like a clip of like an old 2004 clip from when the news was reporting and covering on the Halo 2 midnight release back in 2004. Oh yeah, all these gamers, all of these all of these man children gamers plus a few women are crawling out of their parents' basement to party over a video game. That's what the news was saying back then.
No, it's so normal now. While many gaming consoles have lived up to that hype, there are far too many stories of products that released
Xbox 360, I remember that one.
Disastrous response.
The Xbox 360
so with that
Slim.
said, let's talk about some of the biggest console launching failures in gaming history. Buckle up, gamers. We're talking about failed consoles. And of course, we can't discuss console launches without first talking about the Nintendo Switch 2, which is one of the reasons why we even wanted to do this video as like a fun way to look, but to just take a strip down memory lane. They say strip.
I remembered Xbox 360 Slim.
Because right now the Nintendo 2 Switch,
S.
I feel like, what do you think the response is? I feel like it's been kind of negative.
Well,
here's the thing. People are stoked on it. I think people are just like, there's no difference and you're just charging more for a bigger screen. Is that kind of and also the games are more expensive too, right?
I've seen.
Yes, they're going up to $80 soon. Like it's just been nearly 5 years since the PS5 and Xbox Series X and S were released. 5 years, and the game prices are slowly going from 70 to 80, while game prices went up to $60 back around 2005, 20 years ago. Oh my goodness, it took like 15 something years for game prices to go from 60 to 70, and now they're going to $80 and up in about within 5 years or so. My goodness.
A lot more negative than positive. but that it's the internet. It's a bubble.
It's the internet to where I wonder if they just land the launch, if it'll be okay. Because I don't know if people remember when the Nintendo Switch released, it was like there was a bunch of people saying that like it was bugged out, or also people were getting their screens scratched by the console going into its slot and all that stuff. There was like a lot.
Yeah. US dollars, $79.99.
Of weird stuff, so it was hyped, but
Pretty
I feel like
close to euro or maybe British pounds, or at least a euro. I keep on getting them mixed up. At least they're symbols.
people were actually getting it in their hands, they're like, yeah, my game is like bricked, which I feel like there's obviously, no matter what, there's going to be defective first models, but still. But while the Switch 2 hasn't released just yet, it's already been plagued with controversy, starting with the big live stream presentation Nintendo hosted to show off its brand new product, which, you know, the good of the product is the console itself boasted a lot of big upgrades like bigger vivid 1080p screen, upgraded Joy-Con controllers, and increased storage. Just general like stuff that it should have just happened.
It's
already,
$450.
you know? Stuff that the Steam Deck has been doing, I guess, for like 5 years now.
For just
or
the
whatever.
regular, for
Nintendo's
just
like,
the
"All right,
console
fine,
itself.
Fine. Okay, we'll do it. You want a bigger screen? Fine. People were incredibly excited over the games that were showcased, which included games like Donkey Kong Bonanza, which I will say, that game looks sick. It does. It looks awesome. Mario Kart World and a brand new Kirby Air Riders. Kirby! Watch out, Nick. I'm going to suck you.
Oh, that sounds so bad, and
And
you
of
just
course,
took it out of
From
context.
Software has an exclusive game coming out called The Dust Bloods, which is just, I mean, it's Bloodborne 2. That actually looks sick too. Be a little vampire and fly around.
Oh yeah, I agree with this one. Yeah, these tariffs. Yeah, tariffs have been around for a long time, but I think a certain someone back in the White House is making them out of control. Tariffs on, tariffs off. Bigger tariffs in, bigger tariffs out, and so on. It's such a mess now. It's such a mess, and we're still going through inflation and all of that economic stuff, even after the pandemic.
You can fly and drop down and suck people's blood, suck them off. You just suck them off. I like how From Software, they're like, did you get to suck them off?
Just like Kirby.
Just like Kirby. Today's video is sponsored by Magic Spoon, reinventing your childhood one bite at a time. Magic Spoon is a perfect fit for a variety of diets because it is high in protein and has no sugar. Magic Spoon also has flavors you loved growing up, like fruity, cocoa, and peanut butter. And all these tasty flavors are loaded with 13 to 14 grams of protein and are completely gluten-free. And don't forget, Magic Spoon
I'm gonna skip it. Magic Spoon.
video. That's all the pros, okay? Now we get to this is the bad. This is what people say is the bad side. What started to cause a stir was the price tag for the console, which was raised to $450, which cost $150 more than the original Switch on its launch, right?
Oh.
Bigger screen, more storage. You're like, yeah, so it's like, also, I feel like those are so
There's also
minuscule
the
in terms of
tariffs,
production.
and there's also the tariff stuff, and there's also the tariff stuff, and the and like the pre-orders in the USA and Canada that have been delayed, and they've quite recently resumed, but they were delayed for a bit.
Like, yeah, but we're gonna need the box that it ships in is gonna be bigger, so.
Well, the funny thing is that that technology gets cheaper as time goes on.
Well, hold. I like look over like David Nintendo standing behind me. And just for a comparison with these, figures, a Steam Deck costs $50 less and has better hardware specs than the Switch 2. So,
Dang.
but you can't play Donkey Kong Bonanza, or you probably can because it's a computer and you can just hack it and do whatever you want.
Oh, I was gonna say that, you'd have to get a ROM, but
Yeah, get
Nintendo
a ROM.
doesn't release stuff for PC.
Doesn't really stuff for PC. Listen, I'm just saying the game.
Emulation.
If you have a Steam Deck, it's having like I don't know, like a portal gun or some shit. You can do whatever you want. And to add insult to injury, the Japanese version of the Switch will only be $350.
$350
Racially
or
charged, dude.
or-
Racially charged consumerism. Listen, man,
Racially
konnichiwa. Throw me the discount,
I happen to be of Japanese origin. Oh well. Konnichiwa.
brother. You know what I'm saying? Their games also saw a significant raise in price as well, with some going up to $90 for physical copies.
Oh
Comes
yeah,
on an
that
SD card.
too. That too. $90 for the physical copies, but it's just a card. Some weird stuff with the game cards. Let's learn Japanese. Well, I took a couple of years of Japanese in university, but I'm rusty at it 5 years later.
That's another thing. A lot of them are download only, and then some are SD cards that only unlock a code.
Yeah, which I hate.
That's-
Like, let me have a physical copy of something. Nintendo, they're positioning themselves with like cringe streamers that are like, if we just don't want a game on something, we can just delete it and then no one gets to play it ever again. There's no way to retrieve it. How stupid is that, dude? I don't know. This had many people panicking that this would cause a chain reaction and video games as a whole would see a universal price increase. That's gonna happen. That's just gonna happen.
Yeah, one of these days. Is it maybe Sony brought the price up to $70 and the rest of the industry followed? And it same thing could possibly happen with Nintendo. Sony did it previously, now Nintendo's gonna do it. And then the rest of the industry is gonna follow suit not too long later.
It is. People are like, well, people paid $90 to play Donkey Kong Smash Through a Rock. Why? I mean, Call of Duty, the new Call of Duty is going to be $90, 100%. Assassin's Creed, whatever, $90, 100%. Absurd rumors began to spread about Grand Theft Auto 6 might end up costing $150.
Oh, that one too. $150?
Worth it.
Yeah, some people are like, I'd pay it. And I know, and the thing too is people would pay it, you know, because people, they're going to jump through the loopholes of like, well, I'm going to be playing this for the next 15 years. It's $150 now for I had 15 years of pleasure, of pure pleasure.
That's $10 a year.
Yeah. Nintendo even revealed a console tech demo that
I
would
heard this
launch
one. I heard about this one, but then it's $10. If it was a regular game, that'd be fine. But if it's a tech demo, why pay $10 for that? Even Astro's Playroom was free, and I remember Yongye talking about this in one of his videos.
Alongside the Switch 2, but announced that it wouldn't come free with the console, right? I mean, the demo's going to cost you $10. All right, long gone are the days.
Yeah, and with that, Wii Play and or Wii Sports were bundled with the Nintendo Wii, and that was free. And they were free with the console.
In PlayStation giving you demos with a free pizza from Pizza Hut. That's no more, right?
Oh yeah, those are great.
That was the best.
Oh,
dude. I had this
Spyro
one
the
from
Dragon, Crash Bandicoot, Ape Escape. Okay, hold on.
All right, long gone are the days of in PlayStation giving you demos with a free pizza from Pizza Hut. That's no more, right?
Oh yeah, those.
Yes, Spyro the Dragon, Tomb Raider, The Last Revelation. It's just Spyro the Dragon's Ripto's Rage. So this was 1999, or it's 1998 going into 1999. Gran Turismo 2, Sledge Storm, the next Tetris. Win $500,000 or other PlayStation prizes. Look inside to see if you have won. Oh, disc 2. Pizza Hut. Oh my goodness.
Those are great.
That was the best, dude. I had this one.
Okay, well, same prizes, stuff. Disc 1 is Crash Team Racing, Ape Escape. That's 1999. All right, I see the sweepstakes ends December 19, 1999. 12/9/99.
From Pizza Hut. So sick. I got like a large pepperoni pizza when I was younger. My grandpa got it. We got dinner, and then it.
Spyro the Dragon, 1998. PlayStation Underground. Spyro the Dragon, 1998. A Bug's Life. I used to have that game as well. Medieval or Me Dieville. Imagine somebody made that. Somebody read that name 2 or 3 letters at a time. Me Dieville or Med Ieville.
Came with
Tomb Raider 3, Metal Gear Solid, Cool Borders 3, Small Soldiers,
demo that had
and many more.
Metal Gear Solid, Tomb Raider, it might have been 2, Kane, Soul of Kane or something, and then also the biggest one, Medieval.
Great game.
Oh, that shit went banana sandwich is what I did. I was unbelievable. Fans became infuriated with Nintendo for being seemingly much more greedy than they were with the past releases, right? Or Japanese heroes are being a bit greedy. They're not like that. They're so kawaii. Why? Why are you doing this? You're not American. Stop. For example,
exactly.
PS5 got Astro's Playroom as a tech demo for free. For people living in the US, this frustration was amplified after President Donald Trump announced that tariffs would be placed on goods imported from most other countries, literally every other country on earth. Not most, basically all. It was later revealed by Nintendo that the $450 price tag would not change. Liars. The accessories, however, would all receive a price adjustment with potential for further changes in the future depending on the market conditions. And then there's gonna be a day where it's like, okay, the console has to come up $50. Sorry. And the controllers are also at $90 now too.
Sorry.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Sorry.
Lastly, the straw that broke the camel's back. Fans were extremely upset that the voice and video chat features will require an online subscription.
And this UI layout looks almost like Discord to me.
Not Nintendo! But even with everyone
Papa Meat, he reminds me of he reminds me a bit of what's his name? Jontron, I think.
complaining online, the Nintendo Switch 2 sold out in a matter of hours in the United States. And this is just the most recent outrage, right? I wouldn't even say it's not even the biggest. This is just over speculation of what's going to happen, and people are still like, we'll pay it. I don't care. But let's go back in time a bit and talk about older consoles, like when the Xbox 360 released. While the console itself was a pretty massive success, it had its fair share of problems at launch, namely hardware complications. Everybody, I think they all rolled their eyes and they knew exactly what was coming. A giant red light was shining in their face and they're just like, no, please no. People were reporting crashes, glitches, overheating, and hard drive malfunctions.
Squawk-a-box. Squawk-a-box. Squawk.
Functions, and alongside it came the infamous Red Ring of Death, which is so crazy. I just want to say the Red Ring of Death is like such a household. It's like literally like Jesus Christ, Red Ring of Death. It's like it's that because even the parents were affected by it because kids would be like, you had to pack it up and ship it back, and they'd send you a new one, and that motherfucker had the Red Ring.
And you know what? We'll watch until about the 15-minute mark. We'll watch about the 15-minute mark, and then another hangout stream or something. We watch the next half of this video.
Death 2, brutal, bro. This was an error caused by the failure of hardware components, sometimes leading to startling errors like piercingly loud sounds coming out of your console.
When that motherfucking red thing come up and then the whole game freeze and be like, man, what the fuck is going on? We can't play. What's going on? Yo, doing that too?
Snoop Dogg.
Oh my god.
And in most cases, the Red Ring of Death would essentially brick your device. And you could send it to Microsoft for repairs, but there was no guarantee that some error wouldn't happen again down the line. AKA, let me tell you, me personally, went through 4 of them. Not even joking. I sent 3 of them in. The 4th one finally stuck. But by the time the 4th one came in, they did the re-updated one to where it had like the touchpad power button.
Yeah, the
those
Xbox
were great,
360
and they were
Slim.
cheaper. I felt like a real dingus, let me tell you that. Other gamers started figuring out how to fix their consoles at home by employing absurd methods, like putting the motherboard in the oven or wrapping it in a towel while it overheated.
That was my brother. He started a business. I'll fix your Xbox 360, and then he just throw it in the oven.
So what, did it work? Why? What temperature was he throwing?
That was my brother. He started a business. I'll fix your Xbox 360, and then he just throw it in the oven.
So what, did it work? Why?
Heating the motherboard to around 200 to 250 degrees Celsius melted the solder, allowing it to flow back into the cracked joints. This restored electrical connectivity, often reviving the consoles.
What temperature was he throwing these bad boys in at? 450 on broil? Microsoft responded to the non-stop reports of hardware issues by extending the warranty and sending an empty box through UPS to customers so they could ship it back for repairs. A move that ended up costing Microsoft over $1 billion.
I remember going out to curb and like meeting the UPS guy and looking in the back of the UPS truck and seeing wall to wall, Xbox returns.
When they found out about it, the head guy was just like, basically talked to them like, we need to send this out now. And he's like, well, how much is it going to cost? He's like, it's going to cost like 1.5 billion.
We have Skyrim and GTA 5 coming. We'll financially recover. We'll be okay. It took 2 years and 3 different versions of the 360 until Microsoft was able to fix the problem permanently. Maybe not even permanently.
I don't know if this is completely true, but I did hear that Microsoft tried to profit directly from the Xbox 360. Like usually video game consoles are sold at a loss, and then they make up they make up the money by by accessories and licensing fees and all that. Uh, that's usually how video game consoles are with that business model: sell at a loss and then make up the money with all these other stuff. I heard Microsoft tried to I heard from somewhere that Microsoft tried to profit off the Xbox 360 directly, and in some way they they had all that hardware malfunctions, and yep, maybe that's what that maybe they skimped out on. Maybe Microsoft skimped out on proper heat sinks or something like that, and may have been something similar with like the Xbox 360's the ring scratches when like people would tilt their Xbox 360s while is playing a game or a disc, and then you have the circular rings on the discs. So that's what I heard, and I'm not sure if that's completely true, but I heard something like that.
I'm not gonna put permanently on that, actually. They pretty much fixed it. The red ring of death was such a huge issue that an estimate of over 50% of the original run of Xbox 360s have died so far. Contrast that with its competitor, the PS3, having only a 10% death rate. Still kind of high.
Yeah, I was gonna say the normal like percentage is 3 to 5.
3 to 5. So even the PS3 is just like,
Yeah,
they're lucky. They're like, all the motherfuckers had was Resistance, like the Resistance franchise, and they're just like. Aside from the main console, there was also another great failure released by Microsoft around the same time, which we could just caveat because it was a 360 product. We're of course talking about Xbox's Kinect. I love Xbox.
I remember when Kinect. I remember my classmates back when the Xbox 360 was big. My classmates like, oh yeah, you could do. You are the controller. It's the next big thing. I'm just thinking. iToy did that back in the PlayStation 2 several years earlier. Kinect is just newer and more advanced. iToy 2.0 by Microsoft and Xbox. Stop acting like it's a brand new thing when it's been done before. It's just newer and shinier and newer and more advanced now. And this was 2010.
Company, dude. Microsoft just drops the bag so much on so much shit.
They're dying. They have no exclusives anymore.
Well, that's why they just buy up like Bethesda. They buy up game studios, and they're just like, so you can
Theory.
still release it over there, but you guys are cool with us, right? And then Todd Howard just like fucking, I don't know, jacks off into a cup, and he's like, eat it. I don't know where that came from. I like to imagine that the executives, they either subs or they're just like, we're gonna play a game of Limp Bizkit. You know what Limp Bizkit is? It's not just a fun band name. It's where like the guys in college, everyone off into a cracker first, and whoever finishes last has to eat it. That's what the Xbox execs and Bethesda team do. We're thinking about doing Fallout New Vegas again. We're playing right then and there. Really, did Oblivion remaster do well for him?
Oh, huge.
Really?
There's a bunch of pictures going around with its
Oh yeah, Gears of War Reloaded.
Giga Chad, Todd Howard.
Gamers have to be probably the worst fandom, right?
Most toxic.
Most toxic, I'll say that. Of like, they either love you as a god or immediately they're just like, kill that motherfucker. Because I thought people hated Todd. And also he's friend. Did you see that thing with him and Elon on that game panel at E3? So awkward. So uncomfortable, dude. Anyways, the Xbox Kinect was a motion sensing device that was released in 2010 to be used alongside the Xbox 360 for a unique gaming experience, which is one of the funniest. Like watching the Kinect release is like one of the funniest things. It's like you play as a mom.
Oh, I remember this. I remember this.
And he's like, did you see that?
And I think it was a video by Wrestling with Gaming, that when he showed the Kinect here, that it was fake. It was staged. This was staged at the time.
how he responded. He could tell that Jennifer didn't, that she was not giving him respect. Whatever. It's like so scripted. You know what I mean?
Scripted.
There's no way that's what the experience is going to be like. But my friends, for $150, you could use it to connect to control games using only your body and voice. This was an attempt to keep the Xbox 360 interesting and relevant until 2015, according to Shane Kim, the former vice president of Microsoft. I like how they're just like, we just got to hold off. We just got to hold off until 2015. But at E3 in 2009, Microsoft unveiled something called Project Milo that demonstrates its capabilities. This tech demo, which was suspected to originally be its own game, essentially allowed you to interact with a 10-year-old AI child named Milo. It's one of the funniest things ever.
Hi, I'm Milo. How you doing?
Hi, Claire. You okay?
Actually, I'm a bit nervous.
You? Nervous? I don't believe it.
The character was built to respond to your words and gestures, constantly updating its personal dictionary in order to stimulate a lifelike and
All right, we'll catch up on this next time. I'll be right back. I need to check on something. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. And I gotta get my facial hair trimmed a bit sometime soon. Anyways, let's watch maybe one more video. Let's maybe watch one more video. What will it be? What other video can we watch? Oh, wait, did Canadian Guy A make this video? Hold on. I swear this is by Canadian Guy A. Yes!
How you are, you don't just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never.
Isn't that old though? It was uploaded today, but I swear he made this video before. Did you re-upload it? Yes, Spyro 2, where Spyro kills his enemies and absorbs their souls. Search me their souls. Tana was done dirty.
Like a bad Wumpa fruit. Years, and I mean years, as in over a decade later, we see Tana finally show up again in an absolute dumpster fire of a game called Crash Boom Bang. Just
Heard of that one.
Just don't play it. Because, to be honest, it feels like she was done dirty with her giant paddle hands. But then we actually see her come back in a mainline, not dumpster fire title, the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. Afterwards,
Which I still haven't completed the first Crash Bandicoot game, whether it's the classic one or in the Insane Trilogy. And I thought Insane Trilogy just had a timing challenge, but they say that like the jumping controls are just a bit off, like tiny bit off, but enough where you could barely miss jumps that you would regularly get.
we then have a return to form in terms of a standalone originality in Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled as being a part of the Nitro Squad, and then an alternative timeline version where she became the main character in her own universe after Crash and Coco were killed by the female version of Entropy.
The last time I killed her friends, her screams were exquisite.
We can only imagine what Crash Bandicoot and Coco Bandicoot's alternate timeline counterparts look like.
Yeah, if you didn't know that, enjoy the nightmares, but back like a bad Tana Bandicoot, damsel in distress,
2 years ago.
Alternative timeline hero, questionable Google search is Tana Bandicoot, damsel in distress, alternative timeline hero.
Oh boy, you could use this as a meme, even though it's like 5 years old, and my face is, and my webcam is covering up Crash Bandicoot's face on this frame.
Questionable Google search
until there, where some more of his face is shown.
Is Crash Bandicoot's girlfriend that was introduced in the very first game. In fact, she's kind of the reason the whole first game.
It's 6 minutes. We could watch maybe 2 more videos. Watch this video and another one. What happened to Tana? And this was from 2 years ago.
As the point of Crash going to Cortex's
2023,
lab was
May
to save
4.
her.
Oh yeah, and by the way, I just remembered the theme song from the level theme from Hard to Bear, I believe. It sounded like a remix of it almost sounded like a slight remix of the level theme from the levels like the Great Master Challenge. Almost a slight remix of that. And as terms of Star Wars, I still haven't watched Andor season 2. Oh my goodness! I intended last weekend to binge watch each arc so far, but I think today is the series, the season and series finale, if I'm not mistaken. I'm surprised that they did. I'm surprised actually that they released an entire arc in one day, and thus 1 week, not just the premiere. I gotta catch up on Andor season 2 sometime. Oh, May 13. Today's the series finales. Season 2 and series finale. And I still haven't gotten to watch Tales from the Underworld or Tales of the Underworld yet. I got to catch up on those sometime soon. Even if I watch 1 episode tonight or something. I don't know. Let's watch at least 2 more videos in this hangout section of this live stream.
Tana Bandicoot, damsel in distress.
Let's skip this part here.
We see Tana but alternative timeline version where she became the main character in her own universe after Crash and Coco were killed by the female version of Entropy.
The last time I killed her friends, her screams were exquisite.
Yeah, if you didn't know that, enjoy the nightmares. But back to the Tana in this present universe. Why? Why was she pulled from the franchise? Let's start with even before the first game was released.
Oh, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Alright, sorry.
When Crash Bandicoot was still Willy the Wombat. Naughty Dog wanted to create a character that gave Willy a reason to run back and fight Cortex, essentially a damsel in distress. When Charles Zambilis started sketching this character, his first takes were not quite what we know as today.
Oh,
but over time, Naughty Dog and Charles came to the bombshell design that we all know, taking huge references from Roger Rabbit, specifically his other half, Jessica Rabbit. And so, the design of Tana Bandicoot was finally finalized. Well, kind of. If you compare Charles' final sketches to her actual in-game model, you...
Hold on again, but I'm not changing the webcam. Hold on.
You can see that there were some extra liberties taken for further changes. This was ordered by the heads at Universal Studios. Naughty Dog was not happy and did not want to budge when they heard the executives wanted to completely change her design. But the in-game model that you've seen today was the compromise. Tana also wasn't a major character, probably having a grand total of 2 minutes of screen time at best, and also being essentially the cheerleader at the end of all the bonus rounds, so it wasn't really a hill that Naughty Dog really wanted to die on. Fast forward to Crash Bandicoot and the release of Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back, and Tana has been outright removed from the game. So let's ask the ultimate question: why? Why was she just outright pulled from the series? Well, there are actually two stories, one that is true and one that has kernels of truth to it. The first story was that Tana was very much not liked in the Japanese market. Because Crash's unexpected success in Japan, to better cater to that specific market, executives felt that Tana outright being pulled was the best choice of action. However, this was found
And
out
that
to
I
be
think that dance, that Crash Bandicoot dance, was from Japan, and here and in the West, they adopted it.
untrue. I'll explain why there was a mix-up in a minute. But executives felt that Tana outright being pulled was the best choice of action. However, this was found out to be stories, one that is true and one that has kernels of truth to it. The first story was that Tana was very much not liked in the Japanese market, and because Crash's unexpected success in Japan, to better cater to that specific market, executives felt that Tana outright being pulled was the best choice of action. However, this was found out to be completely untrue. I'll explain why there was a mix-up in a minute, but the actual story goes back to the executives at Universal. Once again, even after Tana was toned down, Universal seemingly wanted her to be redesigned yet again. When she entered the redesign stage, Naughty Dog finally called it quits after they hated the direction the character was taking and ditched her entirely. It wasn't worth the arguments and the hassle that the executives were giving. And so, they went on to design an entirely new character, Coco, which is Crash's sister.
I also heard that I guess so. I guess that story that I've heard isn't entirely true. With that is it that didn't Japan didn't like thought like Coco was too. I mean that Coco that maybe they thought that Tana was too sexualized or something like that, especially for the Japanese audience, and they wanted a more kid appropriate character, and that's why they went with Coco. So I guess that story I've heard wasn't entirely true or not true at all.
The reason why the first rumor spurred up in the first place of Tana not being received well in the Japanese markets is because of the design behind Coco. The overalls, pink laptop, etc. was apparently rumored to be inspired by Japanese fashion at the time.
There's
also a first draft of Coco floating around by Charles of her in a more summer breezy outfit before it was changed to her signature overalls. The funny thing though, is that even after Tana was removed, she would not make an appearance in any games handled by Universal, unless you include that random Easter egg in Crash to Insanity.
Are those real? Mother?
However, she did show up in Crash Boom Bang, which was one of the first games that was created that had almost zero involvement with Universal. Universal games went through many different names: Sierra, Vivendi Universal, Vivendi, and yet still, even after all of those years of them handling Crash Bandicoot, as long as Universal had its hands on Crash in any way, shape, or form, even at a distance, Tana was a character that would not show up ever again. It was only in 2017, when Crash Insane released, did we finally see a comeback of Tana, along with an additional appearance in Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled, and finally in Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time as a hero from an alternate universe. And that is the history of Tana and why she was completely removed from the Crash franchise for a long period of time. What were your thoughts? Comment below and let me know. And don't forget to subscribe to...
I gave my thoughts already during the stream, so let's go to another video, maybe the last one. And no, we're not watching this one. Unhinged Moments. Let's see. I mean, this one doesn't count, but
Why Triptychon's robot mode was cut in Transformers Prime. Although the Cybertron games kicked off the aligned continuity, a lot of things they established went by unacknowledged in other media, such as the shows, and the characters who played major roles were left out, such as Triptychon, a once powerful titan who was unwillingly turned into the Decepticon ship, the Nemesis. But despite all this, the character wouldn't receive as much as a name drop in Transformers Prime. During an episode titled Flying Minds, we would see the Nemesis ship undergo repairs. To avoid a long and painstaking process, Megatron infused the core with Dark Energon, which proved to be successful, but would cause the battleship to develop a will of its own. A wireframe of the ship's robot mode can even be seen briefly during the episode, which is clearly supposed to be Triptychon, but no attention was ever brought to it. The reason being, the showrunners didn't want to be bogged down by pre-established story elements from the games that would conflict with the story that they wanted. Why Triptychon?
Weird that random black gamer would cut a video like that. YouTube Shorts video. It's not even up to a minute long anymore. It's up to 3 minutes long. Yeah, you can see the videos that are in my inbox, by the way. Watch some of this video too. The tuned in with Jim Cummings. I watch these videos every week. And I heard this one too. I didn't watch this one, but Nintendo can brick your console if you disobey. Oh my goodness, it sounds so dystopian. What's another video we can watch? Maybe one more. You know what? How about we watch this video on somebody's sort of review of Bionicle Heroes. There it says Bionicle Heroes is just Lego Gears of War. Anyways, the game is not canon to the Star Wars timeline. Star Wars to the Bionicle timeline. Okay. Anyways, this game is non-canon to Bionicle, to the Bionicle story. I remember this game was repetitive, though, although I loved it back in 2006.
Finally, the Obo Shoes Games channel is covering a good game. This is Bionicle Heroes, released for pretty much everything. It's a third-person...
And this game turns 20 years old next year, by the way.
Shooter where you play as Bionicles. This game is a Lego Star Wars ripoff. No, it's not. You don't have a specific character who can use the Force on objects.
And yet the game was still created by the same developer and publisher as Lego Star Wars, and even the game had a playable commercial of Lego Star Wars 2.
You don't collect Lego studs, you collect Lego Technic bricks. They're very different. No, that's not a true Jedi meter up there. Honestly, if you have no nostalgic connection to the Bionicle franchise, you probably play this game for like 5 or 10 minutes and then get bored and quit. But if you like Bionicles a lot like me, then you play this game for like 5 or 10 minutes and get bored, but you keep playing because it has all the cool Bionicles in it. You thought the original Lego Star Wars was a collectathon grind? Ha ha ha. Oh, my sweet summer child, you have not...
And I haven't, and I remember playing the playable PlayStation 2 demos at Target stores.
Played the game Bionicle Heroes, because at least Lego Star Wars has like Star Wars levels. Even if you're bored of playing Tantive 4 for the 4th time, it's still Tantive 4, it's still cool. But Bionicle Heroes is just like, hey, it's an outdoor area, and there's a bow rock there, so shoot them. This is the entire gameplay loop for 10 hours, so hope you enjoy. Only the blue Bionicle can walk across water. Bet you didn't know Bionicle had its own Jesus, did you? See, they got the lore all wrong with this game. They made Bionicle Jesus be Holly. Bionicle Jesus is in fact Matoro, not Hallie. Oh, there's
although the reference is a spoiler, but not for the movies.
Toro, there he is. Yeah, see, this guy is Jesus right here. You can tell he is divinely inspired because he has the sniper rifle. Do you have all the characters in this game built IRL? Not all of them. I don't have Kitongu, but the rest, yes. I do actually have like every single Bionicle in this game. Like, favorite, subscribe if you want a 24-hour stream of me trying to rebuild every Bionicle I own. Look out, it's the Vizirac. What are the Vizirac doing here, honestly? Traveler's Tales makes good games where they have no respect for the lore. Whenever I play one of these Bionicle games, I get comments that are like, dude, you can't just use all those made-up Bionicle phrases and expect me to know what they mean. It's like, come on. It's the Rakshi Gurok, don't you know? Is that Korok the Ice Borok? It is. Korok the Ice Borok is in this game. Play the clip.
Korok the Ice Borok.
But for the record, I did not remember this back in 2002.
Able to shoot icy blasts from their claws.
This is 2002, people. This was 2002. This was 23 years ago. And it looks like something from the 90s.
Korok, the Ice Borok.
Whoa.
I did not know this was a thing.
Ooh, I did not know Kongu had a massive jump. Nuparu can climb the wall. Not quite as cool as jumping, though, I gotta say. I don't know why Onepu didn't get to become the Toa and Nuparu did. Onepu's cooler. Fight me in the comments if you disagree. Oh, Oboshu's games. I can't enjoy this stream. It doesn't make any sense. You're just saying Bionicle lore. It's a bunch of nonsense. No one even knows that. If you don't know Bionicle lore, then I don't know what to tell you, man. It's pretty common knowledge at this point. Everybody knows that when the Toa Inika went to the island of Voyanui, there were not, in fact, a million Rahi they had to contend with. They were mainly contending with the vicious Paraka, who had previously defeated the Toa Nuva when they landed there before. Brutaka was there as well. He's Bizon was guy, fused to the mask was there. It was kind of hard to go underwater.
This is spoilers again. The game is not canon, but spoilers to the 2006 Bionicle story.
What's that weird green ball? What does it do? Oh, it's a Zamor sphere. Oh, dude, I should have known. I recognize that from your Forgotten Weapons video, yes. We have an in-depth analysis of the Zamor sphere launcher here on the channel, so check it out if you're unfamiliar.
Invert the launcher like this.
And that was a...
and there you have it.
And that was a design flaw with the sets.
Weapon is clear and safe.
One video I want to make so bad is firing a Bionicle.
I think he's playing the GameCube version of Bionicle Heroes.
Zamor sphere out of a real musket. So if anybody has a musket they're willing to let me load Bionicle pieces into and shoot them, then please let me know. And you better believe we're shooting it at Parakas. I'm gonna buy like 10 Paraka off eBay and we'll smoke them. Whoa, Rudaka? Dude, we get to fight Rudaka this early in the game? Heck yeah. She is the only Bionicle to have 2 boob pieces. What will Rudaka...
You haven't been to 2005 Bionicle yet.
Be weak to? Well, she's a major hottie, so gotta go with water to cool her off a little bit. It's kind of hard to build a Bionicle without the instructions. The Paraka Rap should be paid DLC for this game. I would have bought it. I also would have bought the ability to play as Korok the Ice Borok. I guess instead of monetizing the game, they were hoping that kids would play the game and then want to buy Bionicles. So like physical Bionicles were the microtransactions. Can we go back to that model of gaming? Fun fact, this game actually was going to be rated M because back then the ESRB was like, oh, if you're a shooter, then you're rated M. And
especially if you're a first-person shooter back in the day.
The Bionicle Heroes DS version was a first-person shooter, and the ESRB is idiots. And they were like, well, if it's a first-person shooter, it's rated M, because shooting is like a M-rated genre, even though it was the Bionicle video game. I mean, with a name like Menace and Keep, I can see how Bionicles might be perceived as a little violent, but come on. You thought Bionicle was a kid's game? You fool. Bionicle is a game where you kill mutilated stumps of people. He's just begging for his life, and I'm gonna put him down. That fight was pretty tough. I need to unwind with something a bit more relaxing and cerebral, such as Bonkle, the Bionicle Wordle. First word, I'm going Umbra. How's Umbra looking? An M and an A? Okay, not bad. Let's try Matau. The A does go there. Okay. Got some intel. Every guess has to be an actual
this is not a review video.
That's what makes Bionicle Wordle so hard. You can't use normal words. It can only be Bionicle words. Wombi? Is Wombi a Bionicle? Well, there's no B. Also, it's not a real Bionicle. Puku. Puku gives me an E and a K. Oh, we got 4 of the letters. We got this. Oh, Maker. It's got to be Maker, right? Because, like, thank the Maker. Is that a Bionicle thing? No, it's not. Oh, that's what C-3PO says. Ah.
Yeah,
I'm going common.
Wait, go back.
Oh, we got 4 of the letters. We got this. Oh, Maker. It's got to be Maker, right? Because, like, thank the Maker. Is that a Bionicle thing? No, it's not. Oh, that's what C-3PO says. Ah.
Lego Technic. C-3PO.
I'm going common. Oh, hey, it was common. He was a Poe Matoran who made sure that all of the carvings in Po Koro would not disintegrate or begin to wear away. Duh. Who could forget his famous quote, "I am constantly taking care of the sculptures so that they do not disintegrate."
M-A-E. I'm looking at the second row and going down. M-A-E-A. What?
A great time and whether take their toll on our great works, wearing them dust, the enemy of creation is disintegration. That's the famous quote from Common. I want an official design of pre-mutation Nadiki. My conspiracy theory is that's what Toa Iruni was supposed to.
Yeah, I believe that so too. Iruni was supposed to be Nidiki, but they changed it.
Supposed to be. Because Toa Iruni has Nadiki vibes. If his armor was silver instead of gold, I would be like 100% sure about that theory. What do you guys think? Do you guys think Toa Iruni was supposed to be the pre-mutation Toa Nadiki? Let me.
I think so. I think that was the original plan.
Know in the comments. What is my Paraka tier list? Let's see. Vizak has to be at the bottom. Sorry, Vizak. Right above him, I gotta go with Hakan. Hakan is kind of not as cool as the other ones too, but he has a cooler gun. His gun is much cooler. Then we're gonna go.
I had all 6 Paraka back in the day, although I had the 6th one, Vizak, from a clothing store. So I had 5 of the Paraka sets from within 2006.
We're gonna go Thok in the number 4 hole because I like Thok's gun. Then we gotta go Raydak. I'm a big Raydak fan.
One of my first Bionicles from 2006.
His weapon is pretty cool. It's like a big old drill thing.
If not
kind
the
of a
first
weird
one,
face, but the weapon is cool, so it's
Paraka.
fine. Then I gotta go Avac at number 2 because Avac's jackhammer gun thing is awesome, and also his music in Bionicle Heroes is really good. And in the number 1 spot is Zactan, of course. So that's my Paraka's tier list. Let me know if you agree. Here's my main man, Axon.
Axon is a good guy, but in this non-canon game, they had to make him filler and be a bad guy somehow.
Axon comes dangerously close to having Rudaka boobs. Those Nuva shoulders are almost Nuva boobs, but not quite.
So these are not the same Bionicle cast from the OG Bionicle. So yeah, this is mostly newer.
He doesn't quite have Nuva boobs because the Nuva chest piece protects him from it, but I still think that Axon deserves some flack for potentially pioneering the idea of Nuva boobs in the Bionicle community. This game is pretty repetitive. There's not a whole lot to it. It's not very in-depth, but I do have to say, after playing it for like 2 hours...
Yeah, this is like 2006. Because, the 2001 through 2003 Bionicle was the present day, and then 2004 and 2005 arcs were the flashbacks, and then you jump forward more into the future in 2006 and onwards. So it's like present day. So like in release order, 2001 through 2010 release order, it was the present day, then 2004 2005 was the past, and then 2006 through 2010 was past 2001 through 2003. So, but chronologically, 2004, 2005, 2001, 2002, 2003, 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, and 2010. So there you go.
Hours, I do feel strangely compelled.
But don't forget when you finally watch the Bionicle trilogy, don't forget the video link I sent you about someone's fan edit of the Bionicle trilogy in chronological order.
To 100% the whole thing. It's not even going to be like entertaining to do that, but I feel oddly compelled. That's the power of Lego games. The main thing you unlock in Bionicle Heroes is stuff for the Paraka Playground. So I just bought the Paraka Shooting Gallery. Let's go see it in action. In the Paraka Playground, all the Parakas that you have killed wander around and just chill out and have a totally fun time. And you can make them engage in many hilarious antics. This is the funniest thing you've ever seen. Get ready. Get ready to laugh. I challenge you to a shootout, Avok. Okay, let's see who will win. These pieces seem kind of oversized to you. Whatever. Get him. Ooh, good shot, Avac. Aha, you can't beat me, Thok. Oh, Avac, you sneezed and messed up Thok's shot. That's not fair. Kill him. Yeah, kill him, Thok. So, see, that was pretty funny. If you're like 7 years old, that's very hilarious. Hey, it's me, it's Obo Shoes. I was gonna put the Paraka rap here, but somebody is copyright striking that song on YouTube, which is really cool. I hope that person is proud of themselves for ruining my funny outro joke. Oh well, I guess you just have to pretend that song is playing while Thok dances.
I mean, this is the early 2000s, but it almost looks like the 90s still. I mean, I remember about Bionicle at Legoland, but I don't remember this whole number. I would have my current self would have loved the guy on the right and guy on the left. I would have loved those Bionicle t-shirts.
Make some noise and clap your hands. Bionicle Jam, feel the beat and move your feet. Bionicle Jam.
And there we go. That was one Bionicle video game, but I think the latest I think that was the last Bionicle video game, other than if you exclude the Bionicle online games from the Bionicle website, the Flash games we'll call them, Bionicle.com Flash games. If you exclude those ones from 2007 and onwards, then Bionicle Heroes may have been the last ever Bionicle game from 2006. The same year that it was released, the same week or around the same week that the PlayStation 3 and Nintendo Wii were released. And I remember the Nintendo Wii port of Bionicle Heroes was released in spring 2007, while the PlayStation 3 never had Bionicle Heroes. Likely because of how difficult the PlayStation 3 was for developers to make games on at the time. Though there was the Xbox 360 port of Bionicle Heroes. But yeah, when you watch the movies, they won't have anything to do with 2006 and onwards. Although some of the characters were from the 2001 to 2003 storylines. But yeah. Like I'll tell you, this character, by Toa Jala. Yeah, Toa Jala was he is in the Bionicle trilogy, but not as a Toa. And same thing with Kongu, all the green Toa onto the left side of the screen of the thumbnail. But yeah, but they're not Toa in the movies. That's not until after the movies. Anyways, I think that is all for today. Thank you for coming to the stream, and hopefully Team Asobi will release more Astrobot titles, Astrobot DLC levels later this year. We'll just have to wait and see if they do, if or when they do. And I might be able to stream over on the second channel this Saturday, so keep your eyes out on that. And don't forget the video I posted on social media that I sent you a link on Discord. And I believe I have at least one short video coming up sometime next week. So yeah. And that being said, one more time, thank you again for coming to the stream, and my first stream in this new place. Versatile Element is signing out. And I shall see you in the next one.